Hello my lovelies and welcome to the Spirit Tarot and Healing Arts YouTube channel. If you are new, welcome back. If you are a returning viewer, I am Rin, and today we are taking a look at the Cozy Witch Tarot deck. Now I have to tell you, I picked this up recently. It's only from 2023, so fairly new, but it has quickly become my favorite deck. This is like my daily deck, my go-to deck. I have not started using this in client readings yet, even though I have done a ton of readings with this deck already. I've had it for a few weeks now. I probably am going to start offering readings with this deck because I love it so much. I'm kind of on the fence. I want to because I love the deck so much, but I'm also tempted to keep this as a personal deck. I haven't 100% decided yet, but I love it so much that I may start offering readings with this deck because it is just amazing. I love it so much. I love the artwork. I love that on the cards it has a little phrase you'll see when we do the actual flip through that corresponds to the meanings of the cards. They are very much in line with the Rider-Waite-Smith meanings. There's a couple that I feel are a little maybe stretching or an interesting interpretation on the traditional meanings, but I am 100% okay with that. I love new perspectives and new takes on cards, so I am very open to that. The deck does have in the majors several cards that they have renamed. So the Fool is the Cozy Witch, Death is the Broom, they have, I believe it's the Patient Witch for the Hanged Man, and there's another one too, but I can't think of it right off the top of my head. But so some of them have different titles, but they still retain something close to or akin to the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith meanings for those cards. So if you know the Rider-Waite-Smith system, you are good to go with this deck. You can absolutely pick this up and read with it. If you are newer to the Rider-Waite-Smith, but you're not like, I've talked so many times about the fact that the Rider-Waite-Smith was my first deck, really didn't connect with it, really didn't take off in my tarot reading until I had a different deck. So if you like the Rider-Waite-Smith system, but maybe you're not gelling with the Rider-Waite-Smith deck and you're sort of in the process of learning tarot, this might be a really good option for you. It's non-traditional, but yet traditional at the same time. I think it's the perfect mix and balance. It does come in this lovely hard box. Very nice. Keeps it very safe. These are the backs of the cards. They are reversible. The guidebook is very cute and nice. It is a black and white insert of the card, but it does have a very nice meaning for it and a reversed meaning. So the backs of the cards are reversible and the book does contain reversed meanings if you need those. It comes with several spreads in the guidebook. I am particularly fond, you guys know, I usually don't bother with the spreads in guidebooks, but the Cozy Night In spread, this is the spread that I am considering doing. Professionally offering on my Etsy shop is this one because I have done this spread for myself and for friends several times since getting the deck, and I just absolutely love it. So I'm thinking about doing, if I decide that I want to do this, use this deck for public readings or professional readings, that likely will be the spread that I do. The cardstock for this deck is amazing. The size of the cards, they are a little bit big. This deck is a little chunky because the cardstock is on the thicker side. You can see the Midnight Magic Tarot here, which I would consider a standard size for a tarot deck, and you can see how much bigger the Cozy Witch Tarot deck is. So it is on the bigger side, not quite as big as what we see in a lot of Oracle decks, but it's larger than your average tarot deck. But the cardstock is amazing. It is on the thicker side, definitely thicker than Llewellyn cardstock. It has a very nice finish. It's not quite, I know some people don't like a rose petal finish. I love a rose petal finish on my cards. This is somewhere in between a traditional finish and a rose petal finish. I think it's a nice happy medium. So if you don't absolutely love a rose petal finish, I think you'll still like this finish. If you love a rose petal finish like I do, I think you'll be happy with this finish as well. I feel like it's a good compromise of a finish, if you will. It shuffles wonderfully. It feels wonderfully in my hands. It is a little chunky. The deck is a little on the thick side because of the cardstock, but so if you have small hands, it might be a little hard to use, but otherwise, I think it's still very manageable size-wise, and the cardstock is a dream. As far as I'm concerned, I know we all have our own preferences, but without any further ado, let's jump into this deck. That's been our look at the Cozy Witch Tarot deck. I cannot say enough how much I love it. A couple of things that I forgot to mention in the beginning part of the video. This deck is all femme presenting people on the cards. There are a variety of ethnicities, races, body types, ages. I absolutely love that about this deck. That even though it's all femme presenting people on the deck, there is still a huge amount of diversity in this deck, which I absolutely adore. It's so nice to see all different representations of femme presenting people in all different backgrounds and races, ethnicities, body shapes and sizes, ages. It's an absolutely gorgeous deck, and I really love it. I cannot get enough of this deck. I cannot say enough about it. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel because it does help me out so much. If you have any questions or comments, if you have this deck, let me know what your thoughts are on it. You can do all that down below the video. I always love to hear from you. And until I see you in the next video, blessings to you wherever your journey finds you.